famous venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs' field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
They're on the 26-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now we're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The Chiefs at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Butker's kick here is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. That time on the run-pass option, when he decided to throw it, not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over here.
And inside give to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Waste of time.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Yellow. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes, a quick throw, but incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball. That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal. Yellow.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the right side, it's Kelsey. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think the offensive line was caught off guard a little bit because normally on an RPO, that ball's gone quickly. But in this case, he held it, and they held up well in their protection. He found his man downfield, something that's not typical, but it sure worked out well.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Now Rodgers. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, they certainly are ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On play action, it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Caught on a slant. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
On the ground with a tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Mahomes will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
Rodgers. Gotta have this one. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And now off to the races down the right side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Garibay on to attempt the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Packers 41, Chiefs 17.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very on a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On second down, it's Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that